Alright everybody, we're back with more Kingdoms Reborn. Zoomed in on a theater because, you know, I actually never really looked at what these buildings look like, and they're actually pretty beautiful. Not gonna lie, they're pretty cool. Have these always been there? Also, super cool. It's amazing what you actually see when you zoom in on your city. You know, one could say that reflects negatively on the care I have for my citizens, but they would be wrong. They'd be wrong. Anyway, yeah, we're back with more Kingdoms Reborn, and we still got quite a bit of work to do. There's just random pigs walking in the street. Interesting. Boars, rather. So we left off last time. Like I said, we've been doing pretty well, reasonably well, rather, in that things are starting to look a little bit up. We've got kind of a good reserve of coal. We're still working back up towards the Golden Palace, the level 8 housing requirements in order for us to get our Himeji Palace and Golden Palace. It's a goal that we've kind of been chasing for a long time, but you know, if you haven't watched the previous episodes, which again, strongly recommend that you do, we've had troubles. We've certainly had troubles. We've overcome them, or at least we're beginning to overcome them properly. So hopefully things are going back up to normal, sort of. Let's unpause that. Cool. Yeah, things are starting to kind of go back to normal. We have seemingly gotten the food situation again stabilized for the meantime. Whether that's gonna hold up, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, things are starting to kind of look good. But hesitant to say these things because, you know, every time I say that, things go tits up. So cool. Now, a couple of things couple of questions, I guess we can say. Now again, another struggle that we're starting to run into is space limitations, because even though we've got a couple of, you know, like this province here, we can still build out this way, which obviously not a problem. And then obviously there's these sort of foresty areas we can also start moving into. But the problem is that after that, we kind of don't really have much space. We have seemingly used most of the space available to us. And obviously this is the forestry stuff, which is going super well, guys. Loving it. Absolutely great time. So, yeah, we just have to kind of see what's going on there. Now, I suppose we can claim this as well, if we need for housing and stuff. Then, yeah, the problem is that also this province, I think, is still... No, it has actually not been vassalized yet. So it could ideally... I don't know if we would like to conquer these people. They are an enemy, but I guess we could make them friends. We could conquer, we could raise them, because we can't claim the province. That's, you know, kind of the gist of it. But again, we can claim here, we can claim here, and this is I suppose we can claim this. Actually, you know what, let's do that before they do get swept up. Thanks, appreciate it. Claiming province, fantastic. That's fine. Yeah, we I guess kind of a reason we want to do this is so that we have space to build. And we want to do this before these other cities catch on to this premium land that we have access to. Ah, god damn it. Okay. So, couple of places that we could try our supposed glitch that I think could work out is, usually it says we cannot claim a province more than 7 provinces from the town hall on land. I personally believe this is far further than 7 provinces. But anyway, that's beside the point. Oh, we got this. Motivation. We got a couple of passion cards, so motivation will come in handy. These are depleted. And that's no bueno. That is no bueno indeed. So I'm going to see if we can rebuy. Yeah, we're going to get the replenish mine. We're going to buy that quickly. Let's go ahead and replenish this place with coal. Cool. So I don't think it replenishes by the original amount, but still, I mean, 8,000 extra coal. It's not bad. We can't even buy 8,000 coal for 12,000 coins. So there is that. Again, I'm going to actually just think about this for a quick second, because so the idea here is that we put down a colony, right? After we put down a colony, we then are able to claim this province. Even after removing the colony, we can still claim the province, even though it's supposedly more than 7 provinces from the town hall. At least that's my belief, because we did that, like I mentioned, with that previous province that we actually just claimed now. So it is maybe a glitch that we can look at tapping into. I'm trying to think if it's worth trying it here first, because obviously we don't want to waste, you know, I don't want to waste money. We don't really have a huge amount of capital just lying around at the moment. But it's okay. It's okay. I think for the meantime, we'll use it as a last resort, because we cannot push anywhere further up, and going further up actually has a lot of challenges for us that we just yeah, it's well, you know, there's challenges, let's put it that way. Yes, we do have this colony that we can obviously branch out into, and actually, you know what, I've just realized we can even go this way. Yeah, I mean, we still even have this plot of province that we haven't even touched yet, so we could actually, you know what, maybe that's a better idea. We'll sort of branch out west instead of going north. The reason why I say that is because going north brings us so many challenges, like maintaining a colony in these tundra provinces, or these boreal forest provinces, and obviously further is tundra, it's extremely cold, where it's a challenge. It's a challenge to maintain the things. People leave, people die, it's just not a good time. We've experienced that with colonies before. These two, where we had our gold and coal colonies set up, and those were an absolute nightmare to try and deal with. It really was. So look, granted, we could have set up fishing ports, we could have set up a whole bunch of things to make them a bit more independent, rather than relying on so much from us, but at the same token, yeah, anyway, that's a whole different ball game. We're gonna just sort of, you know. And also we could maybe try this province as well if we wanted to tap into the coal side of things. Cool. Okay. Yeah. It might also be worth setting up a colony on this island as well for the coal, because obviously it's a jungle province, right? Disease frequency is 3 per year, which means medicine might be something that we would have to focus on a bit more, but it's an idea, right? It's an idea. Cool. Okay, but more importantly, this is where we want to focus on, is the mainland, because we're trying to grow this number actually more than this one. So we're trying to hold off on jobs right now. A bigger priority is setting up housing systems. Oh, okay. Right. I think it's because we unpaused the concrete factory. Yeah. Yeah. That's something we can actually look at doing as well. Let's see how we can increase our energy production. if we had the coal systems up and running, it would be fantastic, but sorry, not coal systems, oil systems. But we unfortunately just don't. We actually have this depot, this resource outpost that is supposed to be generating 41 units of oil per round. But is that enough to really power our oil plant? Currently it's off because we just don't have the people working there. I'm not too focused on prioritizing this because I don't know how much this is actually going to use per round. The resource depots or outposts or whatever we're going to call them, they're quite expensive to set up. They're like 40,000 gold per outpost, you know? So, I mean, we're kind of keeping it as an experiment at this point. I mean, currently we have 433 units, but in inventory, this only has 43. And I don't know why. I don't know why. So we can see how, let's see how much it helps, whether it actually does help. Let's speed things up here a bit. Because the problem is that if it's going to deplete this number before, if it's going to deplete this number before, you know, before more can get to the plant, it's not, the problem is it can be helpful, but it's not sustainable. That's the word I'm looking for. And what I also want to do is I want to set up, let's try and speed up their efficiency there. Okay, cool. And also the thing is with the oil, it's a very passive thing, right? So we kind of have to rely on the game itself to send the oil to the plant. And we have no idea. I have no idea how to expedite that. Or expedite that, sorry. It's, yeah. Okay. So another thing also that we want to do at the moment is we want to just kind of increase our treasury, right? We want to keep as much treasure as we possibly can right now. But the most important goal is to get our job slots all filled up, which is the closest we have been in a very long time. I mean, let's have a closer look at that. We're sitting at 1810. We have 1898 open, which is also why I'm hesitant to open up new businesses, new things, because I don't want to compound the problems that we are currently having. And some of the other jobs I was thinking that we can look, I mean, oh, sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing that. There we go. And I mean, if we look at the luxury items, you know, that's doing super well. We're not having too much problem bringing that stuff in. I mean, furniture, we can create some more around there, but obviously tier 3 is the big one, right? That's the big sort of focus at the moment. If we look at the houses, okay, so 27 out of 80, level 8, doing well. So the reason why the job thing is so important is because it not only gets people producing the goods, but it also gets the housing income higher, which means they actually have the money to buy these things as well. So that's why it's important for us to make sure that the job slots are filled. Cool. We will just make sure to keep this in mind so that when, I mean, not that we are running out of coal currently, because we're really not. We didn't replenish the gemstone mines here, which again, fine, because we don't really need to mine the gemstones. So, you know, stone, great. Wood, that's, yeah, we've got a decent surplus of wood at the moment, which not unhappy with. And I'm, to be honest, I'm also happy keeping this import on all the time. In fact, I'm just going to change that to 500, just, you know, regardless. And I definitely want to export some more dye again, because we've got like 16,000 units. So what can we, so about 200 per round? Yeah, seems good. Cool. Target inventory, well, we don't want 0, but we are on 16,000, so maybe for now we just put it at, say, 12,000. Sounds good. Great stuff. Cool. Okay. So as I mentioned, a couple of tiles here, yeah, we would need to, they've already been conquered by other towns, right? There's not much we can really do there. So in terms of energy generation as well, which yes, I know is important. Energy satisfaction is 501. So the only problem I'm also, the thing I'm not understanding here is how many of these factories do we just not have people working in? Because it seems like every time I look, this satisfaction, which is what, you know, demand basically is just increasing over, I mean, so the two things, the electronics, which is ironic, and the, I actually can't even read that because it's just so freaking big. Steelworks. I'm assuming it's the Steelworks factory. Okay. Yeah, it's the Steelworks. So we can't, there's not enough space to put a plant, coal plant in there. And also that's just very inefficient. It would seem, there are houses here, but I guess we could put another coal plant there. Maybe could be fitter. I mean, I don't even think we can, yeah, we definitely cannot fit one in here. Okay. We could fit it here. I mean, again, not... Okay. I'm going to quick build it. For reasons. Now... Huh. Well, obviously it's off because there's no coal running to it. And I reckon, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I think that other 50 is coming from the oil, which is currently not running because there's no oil. So I think I'm actually just gonna, yeah, keep the priority off of that. In fact, let's, how much does oil sell for? 1582. Interesting. Okay. You know what? We'll leave it off for now. And we'll just make sure that it's paused so that there's no workers and stuff. Which just means that we unfortunately have to put in another coal plant. Would be nice to kind of, you know, it would have been cool. So what would be cool in a future update is if there was like an option to have alternative energy sources, you know, like wind and solar and all those cool things, or all those woke things, as it's been named. Yeah, let's put it there. Okay, yeah. And then, yeah, look, I mean, not any huge demand to quick build that at the moment, so we can actually just have some folks come in and build it. It is at least prioritized, so it should get built fairly quickly. Cool. Now, I don't know if it's worth trying to You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna do this. Let's go trees. And say... there. Maybe we can get... I just want to see if it'll actually do anything. If it doesn't, that's fine. Do you know what? It's perfectly fine. I'm actually okay. Actually, no, don't sell it. Don't sell it. Okay. Great. I'm sure by now we must have filled up. Nope. We are back to 1600. Oh, farmers. Sorry. It is winter, so the farms will shut down for the winter. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's actually not a problem. 41 out of 80. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm almost hesitant to actually do anything right now. I actually feel like we should just leave things as they are. Okay, that's fine. We can quick build the rest. It's okay. 550 now. See what I'm saying? Now it's 550. Huh. I really just, I'm a bit shooketh right now. I would love to know. So technically this is still outstanding. 20 kilowatts. It's just strange because every time I build it, it's jumping up by 550. From all buildings in the city. Okay. Hang on. That means we've got about 10 power plants, coal plants running at the moment, right? According to the math. Now, the production says 550, which is fine because the oil is one less. So that's great. But that means that we are still short 50 kilowatts, which means we're still short one extra coal plant. I mean, do we risk building another one? I don't know if I want to. But at the same token, we kind of feel like we don't have a choice. No, I don't want to demolish it. I want to copy it. Okay. 600, except obviously again, the oil is going to not do that. Okay, so start off, there's coal. 554. So people are leaving because of homelessness and sickness, and actually I did see a little homelessness icon, so that was my bad. Yeah. We've got a, oh geez, we've got so much space to catch up on. Okay. I think, yeah, this market's sort of capacity has been tapped. So if we put one out all the way out here, I feel like that would be great. Okay, let's do that. I'm wondering if we, yeah, you know what, we do. I'm gonna quick build that. Okay, cool. Yep. You guys know the drill. Same for this side. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Now, yeah. Yeah. Yep. We'll go there. We'll go there. Great stuff. And Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Deviates a bit from the other ones, but that's fine. Cool. There. Sure. Don't even... No, we can't squeeze one that side. That's okay. Can't even put one... That's a bit sucky. Okay. Let's get these houses built. Cool. Great. Got the insulation done. The market is done. We can expand back down here, so I'm gonna do that actually right now. Yeah. Sorry. Just had to calculate that in my head for some reason. Yeah. Right. Uh-huh. You're actually 100% right. But now I have to go and demolish this extra freaking road that got built. Yeah. Cool. Oh, are you kidding me? All that for nothing. Oh well. Okay, let's make sure these roads and everything are connected before I get confused. Which honestly is a very real probability, not just possibility. Sure, I mismatched the roads on these two houses. Yep. Yep. That's happening. Yep. Cool. And then... There we go. Cool. Yep. There we go. Over there, like that. Then like this. Then we throw one over here, because why not? Don't want to make them feel excluded, you know? Did I leave space there? No, I don't think I did. Not a problem. Uh-huh. I don't know why the music just goes dead. Like limp. I don't know where sometimes, but oh well, these things happen. Great. Great. Okay. Fantastic. I think we can... Yep, let's quick build these. Nice. Okay, so pretty much the space from this market's been occupied already. Which, yay. These houses are in good hands. Now, I think I will do what I said earlier, and we will probably expand westward. We could also actually just build here. Maybe not. Maybe we do use this as farmland. After all, it is, you know, pretty fertile. So, something to keep in mind. So that's great. Let's get winter over with. Oh, okay. There we go. Year 55. So population 119 increase. Starvation 00. Sickness 108. Old age. Cool. Sickness would have stemmed also from the homelessness stuff. Generally, people only tend to get sick because they're homeless, which is unfortunate. Now, something I was thinking about as well is under our food, we do generate milk, obviously from all the cattle farms that we have. We could introduce the chocolatier stuff, although maybe not. No, we'll experiment that maybe in a different playthrough. Okay, I'm super happy to see the tier 3 stuff happening right now. I have noticed that winter also generally tends to either, slows or downgrades the houses quite quickly for the level 8 stuff. So that's kind of bound to be, bound to happen, or expected to happen, let's say. But I think otherwise we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing well, rather. Sorry. We are doing well. And we're back to mid-spring. Now, I just want to see... Let's go to services. Bank, inner city, market, library, theaters. And there's nothing else that we've forgotten about that we could add to that. Huh? See, we're already back up to 44 and it's mid-spring. So I think should be good. Let's do this. Happy to research the industrial tech. And yeah, great. Close, accept. Frugality. Let's do passion. And then I think a good place to put a lot of these cards are the factories, right? Would make sense. Cool. Now, again, I know we've got the social welfare card that we can use for 30% job happiness across the board, but right now, yeah, we got 77%. It's not bad. It's not great, obviously. I would like it to be higher, naturally, but that's just not the case. So it is what it is. Okay. The ramen stuff is doing pretty well. Our deep sea tuna production is surging. Oh, almost double. Okay. I'm not unhappy about that, actually. So that means we could open up a couple of sushi places. Especially in the northern... Which I'm going to do, actually. And it seems like these don't actually create jobs. Now, I could be wrong, but yeah, they don't seem to create job slots is actually what I meant to say. And I do think there's something to be said about these places and sort of the happiness of the houses around it. So I figure why not, right? Let's try it out. Okay. It's a bit of a weird placement, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there. Okay. Ooh. Deep sea tuna. Deep sea fish, sorry. Actually, that's... Have we made sure each of them say... Okay, that one says deep sea. That one says deep sea. That's local. No, we want deep sea. Deep sea. Great. Okay. Yeah, look, we've got the revenue to quick build. Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Quite stoked about that, actually. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, we are surplusing in rice and the deep sea tuna. So I figured, why not, right? If we need to create more, we create more. Is what it is. Sometimes it do be like that. I don't know if we need to... We can look at a tavern out here, I guess. Again, doesn't take job slots, really. So... Damn it. Yeah, the problem is that it is sort of a prime location. Cool. Nice. Alright, I think things are going well. Treasury's getting healthy, super healthy again. And again, I know we can, you know, we can be a bit more... Okay, so coal production is still actually pretty high. Got a couple of other places that we can still mine. Maybe it's worth building a new... Here we go, it's another coal mine. And again, interestingly enough, it can be right on the people's houses, but they're like, nope, we don't care. So, okay. If you say so, buddy. Huh. Yep. Sorry. Let's do that. Stone road. Yep. We want to build there. Can we put it in between here? Yes, we can. To no end. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me do that, game. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Who knows, but you know what? We're gonna leave it, because why the heck not? Okay. Just gonna connect it here because, again, why not? Did that... Hey, guess what? That area still has not been cleared. Awesome. Love that for us. Love that for us. Okay, people are homeless. Again. Oh, we can actually see... I forgot about that. We can see the level 8 houses from here. So that's something else to maybe consider as well, is that, you know, there's a disproportionate amount of houses at level 2 and 3, and that could be down to the tier 1 goods and tier 2 goods still needing to be adjusted and worked on. You know, it could be. It's something to think about as well. Right, housing. It's actually supposed to be a road going down here. Yeah, the trees look pretty and all, but... Sorry. There is actually meant to be a road. Again, housing we can put out here. It's definitely something we can do. There is space. There's also space down here. Maybe it's worth putting... Might actually be worth putting the houses and stuff down here already. Maybe to try and plan for that coal mining system over here. It's close to jobs. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go market. Okay, we do... kind of lose... Could always... Actually, you know what? Maybe we put it here rather. Although, is that too far? Is that too far removed? We could... This is just stone. So what we could do is we could put the market here, build a tunnel. You know what? That's a great idea. I am smart. I thmart. Oh, really? The tunnel can only go through here. That's fine. That's actually fine. Just build a random road out in the middle of nowhere. Market, right? Yep. I mean, we put it down here. Yeah, I think there's fine. Really? Is the house too far? You don't say. I'm shooketh. Shooketh at this revelation, everyone. Like, it's actually just insane. So we can put the houses, yeah, like that. Cool. Great. Yeah. Oh, you're kidding. I'm 1 pixel short. No? Never mind. I don't know how we managed to fit that, but hey, we did it. So, let's not question. I mean, again, prime beachside property. I don't think anyone's going to complain with this setup. You know, just saying. And the music's cut out again. Super weird. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Copy. I just love that we make entire districts whenever we do this. I mean, I figure we might as well just make all of it now, right? Like, let's not waste time. Because we'll need to do it anyway at some point. So, okay. And that's the market. Cool. Actually is a lot of housing, so maybe what we do is let's go library. That's going to take up 1 house slot, right? So let's do that. And then I think, how big does the school take? Is it a house slot? Huh. Because I'm thinking if we put it here, like, we'll need to lose 2 houses. Okay. Is it ideal? No. Must it happen? Yeah. I mean, we don't have to. But. Right. Okay. It'd be great if we could like highlight the entire thing and just quick build it. Big bold, all of it. Right. Cool. Yeah, think that'll do. You know, like a repetitive task is so mundane that your brain actually thinks of its own problems and then you end up hiccuping yourself. That's what happens every time. Holy frame rates, Batman. Okay. Housing situation. Done. Well, at least for this little area. I actually think it'll be great. Yeah, I think it'll be great. We have a little tunnel system that's going there. That's going to be fantastic. We could focus on this area as well. I do think that should be one. We can start prepping this for coal mines. In fact, we might even, oh yes, especially now that see, cool. So that's something I just wanted to make sure of as well. That, okay. So we're at 51. We're at 51 folks we're at 51 folks at level 8. Obviously that's increasing. So that's amazing. We're doing well. Oh geez. Okay, frame rates. Let's do better. We might have to lower some settings here. Or every time we want to move, we're gonna have to just pause the game. Yeah. Okay. I think, you know what, again, like I said, expediting some of the tier 2 stuff, or expediting. So, I mean, tier 3 is there. You know, tier 3 is helping. You know, and I'm gonna sound like a Scrooge, but I'm really just, I don't know if I really want to add the social welfare. Nah, who am I kidding? Of course we're going to add the social welfare back. So job happiness increases. That should ideally increase their productivity at work as well. So let's go ahead and add social welfare back. It's fine. It just immediately cuts it in half. That is insane. Okay, cool. Now in terms to fishing lodge. See, like this, I feel like this was great in the beginning, but is this really going to be helpful now? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's worth finding out what else is maybe going to be beneficial to us for town hall slots. So let's have a look. That's fine. I think we already have that. Then the birth control is not really helpful to us. Houses with pottery get 4 science. Yeah, again. So we got bling bling. That doesn't really apply to us because it's jewelry. So there is bookworm, which is 50% in houses, but that consumes 3 times more books. 50% productivity for smelters if the town has more than 1,000 coal. That actually could be pretty helpful. Private military mining equipment. And 30% productivity for mines if you have a blacksmith. Mine's not really having a problem with. Smelters could be for the tools, maybe. So if the town is 1,000 coal, let's try that. We could always swap that out instead of cooperative fishing. We could also, but I mean 30% efficiency, that seems to have, I don't know, that seems like it's going to have far more impact than cooperative fishing. Especially because the fishing lodges are not abundant anymore. Well, you know, relatively speaking, is what I'm saying. Holy frame rates. Okay. That's worrying. Right. Yeah. Okay, so again, food seems to be relatively okay. We'll see how that goes. Glass production, again, seems to be okay. I'm thinking we might actually just start selling oil, since we're not actually going to use that power plant, and we might as well sell that power plant. Swap it out for a coal power plant or something, because... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Then... what else are we really doing well on is cotton. So, I mean... that's also something we could look at selling. We've got a ton of gold ore, which I know is going to run out at some point. But right now for the electronics and stuff, that's super critical. And then, oh, do you know what? We actually had those two... was it these two cotton mills? I think it was. What is that? Iron bars. Yeah, we've got a ton of iron bars. So that's fine. So that's a mill, and that's a mill. That one's creating cotton fabric, that one's creating dyed cotton fabric, of which I think we're doing quite well on, again. Okay. So maybe we could even rethink a couple of these plots to be something different, or whatever the case is. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Right. This market seems very... this market area seems very small. I don't know, I just feel like that district that I just made now was huge comparatively to this one, which feels very small. I don't know. Maybe the other one doesn't even encompass half the houses that I built. Does it? Sure it does. Yeah, it does. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, that's fine. It is what it is. Okay, I know it seems like we are not really going anywhere with these episodes, especially not compared to what we're used to, but I think it's important to just recognize that, you know, we came from a very, shall we say, interesting position. In that, yeah, we've had to come back from quite a lot, and a couple of times as well we've had to come back. So I think for now things are okay. Things are doing well. We're getting there. I know I keep saying that. I just hope you guys are still, you know, enjoying these videos and kind of seeing how we can optimize these structures, optimize these things, and just keep the ball rolling here, because, you know, as we said, we're now up to 2,500 population, and we're at 52 level 8 houses. You know, we need to get to 80 to unlock what we need to unlock. And again, we're getting there. We are getting there. I feel like, again, things are smoothing out. I'm very hesitant to say that because, like I said, usually that always is when it turns to shit. But so, you know, when we come back next time, we can also look at starting to increase some of these tier 1 and tier 2 systems. You know, we can look at increasing pottery, Okay, that's fine. That doesn't need to. But I mean, furniture houses, we can definitely start adding in some advanced furniture workshops to sort of satiate that a little bit more. We can increase our tier 2 production stuff. You know, we can definitely get more tailors out. Maybe we can get another candle. Because I think we are doing okay on beeswax, actually. So yeah, it might be worth just exploring this a little bit more. You know, the green tea is finally starting to run out a bit. And we can, so why not, right? I think, again, looking at, if we look at this menu over here, level 6 and level 7 housing seems to be the biggest problematic factors, I guess we can say, in that there's usually only like 1 or 2, and that prevents, again, from going to level 8, right? Because the way the system works is that it has to go from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. It can't just go from 5 to 8, even if it does have the resources available, which, you know, we know is not always the case. So maybe it's just about bolstering these. Sorry, the tier 1 and 2. Tier 3 we can look at bolstering, but I actually don't think we've got a problem with the production here. I really don't. So we'll have a look. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button while you're there. Want to consider subscribing as well. It really helps out the channel, and of course it helps almost the disaster will just maintain its current trajectory towards global dominance and just awesomeness. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, cheers.